Native Robin again, and today I got a little project. I'm getting ready to go on a camping trip in a few days. I'm going to get away from the pasta kick on the trail, and I'm going to make some vegetable beef stew. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by dehydrating some vegetables and ingredients to get ready for the trip. Check it out. Okay, I found at the store on sale a bag of mixed vegetables. It's got peas and green beans and carrots and corn. All the things that I like. Also, I found some hash browns on sale. Little cubes of potatoes, which are perfect for dehydrating. Also, if you buy frozen potatoes, you don't have to blanch them before you dehydrate them. It's a simple process. I'm going to take my Nesco dehydrator and pour them out on the, I put the smaller screen on them because some of them when they dehydrate they may get small enough to fall through, I don't know. I've heard you can get one bag per level, but I don't have to, I got plenty of screens. You don't want them to be piled up on here because you want the air to get through. Be able to dehydrate these. Just kind of make sure these are even up. I'm going to put the potatoes on here. And I'll do the same thing, about one layer on each. If you get some clumps, just kind of break them up. You want them to be able to get air to as much of the potato as you can. And do the same here. Okay, so that's my layers of that. And now, my beef. Now, for the beef part of my vegetable beef soup, I have some slices of leftover pot roast the other night. I peeled off all the fat and stuff. I'm just going to break it up on here into chunks. Now if you leave fat on here, fat could cause it to go rancid in storage if you don't eat it right away. Now I'm going to be eating this in the next few days, so it doesn't matter as much for me. But I'm going to break this up and get it on here where I can dehydrate it. Okay, so I put the dehydrator on here. I put the meat on top because the heat on this unit comes from the top and that dries out the fastest. Now the temperature for meats is supposed to be 160, but for fruits and vegetables only 135. So I'm going to split the difference, go 145. I'll probably have to leave the meat on a little bit longer and take the vegetables off first, but that shouldn't be a problem. So I'll plug it in and start this beef stew up. And next time I see you, we'll be on the trail having beef stew. Okay, so we're out on the trail, we're out along the Wabash, and I'm going to use those dehydrated goodies to make a really yummy vegetable soup that'll help keep me warm tonight when it really drops down cold. So here's what we're going to do. First thing is I got my bugaboo pot, 3-quart, or 3 liter as they say. I'll get some water boiling. Okay, I got 32 ounces of water on there, and while I'm getting that boiling, I think I'm going to go ahead and add some of my ingredients. These are the dehydrated mixed vegetables. They came out pretty darn good. Now this is just me on the trail, so I don't really want to get a whole bunch, so I'm going to just take a handful of the mixed vegetables. 2. I'm hungry. I want to take a couple equal amount of potatoes. This is the hash browns that we did, chunks of potato. Put those in there. Now I got some tomatoes that I thought I'd go ahead and add some tomatoes too. And the beauty of dehydrated stuff is crunch them up in there. Now I got some chopped onion flakes dehydrated. I didn't have a chance to dehydrate my own onions, but I think I will for the next trip. The problem with dehydrating onions is you have to do them by themselves because they'll make everything else taste like onions if you don't. I'll put a good amount of a handful of onions in there. Also, what I got is the pot roast that I dehydrated, leftover pot roast. It came out pretty good, a little crunchy. I'll dump that in there. Maybe a cup worth. Now, normally I like to use my peppers when I can, and I had some jalapenos and sweet bananas. Munch them up in there. Now, my last ingredient is a product I get from Myers. It's got no GMO. It's a beef flavoring, all natural broth concentrate. You buy it in this small box, and it's got 4 handy little packets. So I'm going to go ahead and use one and see where that gets me. If one doesn't turn out to be enough, I can always add one later. While this water gets to boiling, I'll go ahead and cover it, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, we've been stewing for an hour and a half. It looks really good. Everything is rehydrated. The carrots, the potatoes, the corn, everything. I can either keep letting it stew, or I can go ahead and have me a quick bowl of it. Well, this is the bowl. It looks like everything turned out pretty good. Let's try it. Wow, that little packet of broth turned out just right. And the corn and everything and the potatoes all rehydrated just perfect. So, if you want a quick and easy trail mix of dehydrated stuff, the vegetable beef soup looks like a real winner. This is Native Robin, so until next time, happy trails.